You can find a modern professional today who appears to possess perfect theoretical knowledge. They have consumed every playbook, memorized the scripts, and studied the exact strategies top performers use. Inside a sterile, low-pressure learning environment, this knowledge functions without a hitch. Sitting quietly at a desk, the logic is clear and the sequence of steps makes sense. Then the study session ends. The individual steps out of isolation and dials into a live prospect call, stepping directly into a high-stakes environment. Suddenly, the possession of a perfect strategy feels nothing like the cognitive ability to execute it under fire. A live call is a chaotic stress test. Variables shift without warning. The prospect's tone changes, an unexpected objection derails the conversation, and the pressure of a ticking clock begins to mount. Under that erratic vibration, the cognitive system seizes up. This theory memorized in a quiet room shatters into unusable pieces under chaotic, real-world pressure. Society has a standard diagnosis for this freeze. You will be told that you lack inherent talent, that you need more drive, or that you just aren't hustling hard enough. That diagnosis is wrong. A frozen response under pressure is a systemic error in processing, not a character flaw. The true cause of the crash is a mismatch. You are attempting to use passive cognitive tools in an environment that demands immediate, high-pressure execution. Feeling stuck on a live call is an engineering failure of the mind, and because it is structural, it can be fixed. To diagnose where this cognitive failure occurs, learning science relies on a framework called Bloom's taxonomy. At the base is Level 1, the simple retention of basic facts, like memorizing a product's features. Above that is Level 2, understanding those concepts. You can achieve this tier through passive consumption, watching a tutorial video or reading a playbook. The danger lives here. Mastering Level 2 tricks the brain. Because concepts flow smoothly during passive study, the mind assumes it's prepared for live interaction. Cognitive scientists call this false confidence the illusion of competence. Passive consumption constructs a theoretical model that is unequipped to survive the friction of reality. We face a harsh economic reality. The workforce assigns zero financial value to Level 2 comprehension. The market rewards Level 3, application. This is the ability to deploy what you know while actively managing the chaos of a prospect interaction. There is massive structural friction between grasping a concept and deploying it under fire. When an individual equipped only with Level 2 tools encounters the demands of Level 3, they bounce off the barrier. This specific point of failure is the execution gap. You are completely immobilized because you are trying to solve a high-speed Level 3 problem using slow Level 2 comprehension. Knowing the theory of a cold email is useless if the cognitive bridge to writing it against a ticking clock is blocked. Curing this requires a shift in behavior. You have to abandon passive learning methods. A professional cannot read or watch their way out of an execution problem because reading is a slow-speed cognitive activity. The cure is to move these skills from your conscious mind into your autonomic system. Under pressure, you don't have time to think about a strategy. You need it to be a reflex. You achieve this by actively drilling the isolated, specific mechanics of the job until they require zero conscious thought. Repetitive drills reduce cognitive load. By mastering mechanics in isolation, you generate the kinetic energy required to breach the execution gap. Breaking into Level 3 application means execution transitions into an autonomic response. You aren't trying to remember the strategy, you're simply doing it. This breakthrough is not a one-time event, but a mechanical process that must be tracked. Next week, we will reveal the exact mathematical formula to measure the velocity of your cognitive ascent through these levels. Subscribe.